So now you've got your violin in tune, we're going to be ready to have a go at actually holding it, playing it. So what I want you to do is to hold the violin here on the, that would be your, well it's the right hand side of the violin, and I want you to grasp it firm enough that you're not going to drop it, and then gently swing it up onto your shoulders. Now you don't want the violin to be stuck out in front of you like this or way off to the side. If you can see the angle that I'm holding it at, it's like this. Now for now, we are going to continue holding the violin here so that it's secure. You should have a chin rest on here, which is not just for your chin like that. It is sort of the side of your face more than the chin. It's just called the chin rest. I also have a shoulder rest. It makes it much more comfortable. I find if you play with nothing at all on there, it really digs into your collarbone. You're not going to want to play for very long, it gets uncomfortable. Some people, rather than wanting to go out and spend more money after you've just got a violin and have to buy a shoulder rest, what they do initially is actually get a sponge, just a bathroom sponge, a new clean one's probably best, and they put it on here with a bit of an elastic band round, just so you've got some sort of cushioning and protection there. Okay, now we've got the violin up on our shoulder, I want you to use your index finger to pluck the strings and just remind yourself of the names of the notes, which string was which. So remember, we started with G on the thick low string, D was the next one, followed by A, and the thinnest highest string E. And the sentence that we used to help us remember that was good dogs always eat. What you can do is try and test yourself, sort of go G to A, D to E, just finding those strings. Okay, now we're going to have a go at using the bow on the strings. I'm actually going to put the violin down now just to demonstrate how to hold the bow. Right, you must always try to avoid touching the horsehair on the bow. And before you start playing, you need to tighten the hairs of the bow. So I'm actually going to loosen it just to show you how to tighten it. So if I hold this bow in front of me, this end bit's called the frog. So the frog is here. I need to turn the little tuner at the end away from me. So again, that would be a clockwise direction to tighten it up. You don't want to over tighten it. You want the distance between the wood and the horsehair to be about the size of your little finger. A lot of people really go for it, tighten it far too much. Always, always loosen it before you put the violin away, otherwise you're going to bend and warp the wood. Now, to get a nicer sound on the violin, you're going to use some rosin. Some people call it resin, but it's rosin. Give it a generous coating up and down the hair. Again, the first time you use it, if it's a new bow, you're going to need loads of rosin afterwards, just a short application is fine. Violin back up on the shoulder. Now, oh, I haven't told you how to hold it. To get the correct bow hold for your violin, what I want you to do is to make what I like to call the bunny face with your fingers. So you're going to make two little ears with your index finger and your little finger, and then the other two fingers are going to touch your thumb. So you see we've sort of got this little face going on. I then want you to put that at the end, the frog end of your bow. So the thumb goes in the gap, the two fingers come over it, and then the ears go either side. You do need to bend your thumb when it's in there. Now that's going to feel a bit strange for you to start with, but you need to try and sort of keep that hand position. Now I'm going to put the violin back on the shoulder, and I want you to start off with bowing a D string. You need to try and make a cross, so the shape that you've got the violin come down here and the bow coming across here. You want to aim for the bow to be halfway between the bridge, which is this bit here, and the fingerboard. And you're going to, don't apply any pressure, just let the bow gently come down the strings, almost as if you were stroking a cat. So you should get a sound like this. That's a down bow and an up bow. Down and up. So when I'm doing an up bow, I'm going up towards the ceiling. I now want you to spend a few minutes, it might take quite a long time actually, maybe a few minutes each day, getting a nice sound on each string. As you go on the different strings, you need to be adjusting your elbow, which is in line with your body. So as you go onto a low G string, the elbow comes up. As you go onto a high E string, the elbow comes in and tucks into your body. So just try separate strokes one at a time. A G, take it off the strings, place it back down on the D. An A, and I watch my elbow as I do an E. I'm right in, tucked by my side. So I'm just going to show you one more time the difference between an E And watch the elbow all up here for the G. Okay, thank you very much. Goodbye.